Hi, welcome back to another episode of Jason's Bricks in 5, where we discuss Lego content in videos of around 5 minutes. Today, it's going to be my turn.
Yes, today's Tonya episode. You may have seen, I think I covered it in a previous video, her haul. Maybe it was just on a members only, I don't know.
I think it was a members only.
Maybe it was only members only, but she got a haul for Christmas. She got a lot more Lego than I did. I got one set. She got a bunch. She got these two. And why did you get these two? Besides you were a good girl this year?
Well, obviously. So I saw a mock that Brick Artisan did, where he combined these into a bigger...
He took two sets and made them into one modular on a 32 by 32 base plate.
Right.
That's what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Okay. I was figured. Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and take a turn to build something to put into Fiverton.
Are we going to put the mini dolls in there? There's only one answer to this question.
To be determined.
Oh, that is not the answer.
Oh, sorry. I mean, of course not.
No. But nieces will get a nice gift or something.
That's very true.
There you go.
Yes, we can share them.
All right.
So anyways.
Have you ever done a non-Lego build like on Rebrickable?
I've never done a Rebrickable. So this is actually kind of fun for me.
This, you know what it's really going to be like? This is going to be like when I was a kid and you would open the box and none of the bags were numbered and you would just open all of the bags and have to sort through them.
Yeah.
So that's what it's going to be for you because you're going to have to open two sets, all the bags, and figure it out. So good luck.
Right.
All right, so we're back with Tonya and her completed build. Mm-hmm. I think it took her, you worked on it, what, for the last 3 days?
Yeah, 3 days.
So
good number of hours. So it was kind of a longer build.
And what did you think of the build?
Oh, I really enjoyed it.
Okay. This was your first Rebrickable, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How was the experience different from a standard Lego set?
Well, definitely the parts. You know, I had to dump out all the bags. And so
you didn't have follow bag 1, then follow bag 2. Okay, you had to dump them all out, and you dumped them and sorted them.
I dumped them and sorted them.
And you had 2 tables full of bowls and cups of parts.
It's spread everywhere, yeah.
Okay. So for those of you that are old like me and remember as a kid, this is your kind of build. Or maybe not. Okay, so, but other than the sorting, once you got going, it was okay? Like you followed the process, it wasn't? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And are you happy with how it turned out?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So you like the way it looks?
I really like the way it looks. It's got a lot of color. It's got a lot of character. Yeah, it's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, I think it'll be neat in the city. You know, sometimes some of these friend sets are kind of bright colors and stuff like that. This one is mostly white. You know, the colors that are in here are from the plants and they work well. Speaking of the plants, what did you think of building them? I mean, you've got some trees, but there's some other plants in here. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I mean, I think the plants and leaves and things can be tedious in any set that you're doing, but yeah, I enjoyed it. These ones up front were a little different, particularly these little...
Oh, the frogs and the...
Yeah, so it didn't show a picture of how to fit, and it's a pretty tight fit right there.
Yeah.
So the two of us kind of messed around and played with it for a minute.
When we first did it, frogs were jumping off of the
popping
thing. It was kind of funny.
But I like how it turned out.
Yeah, no, I think they look really good. I like the part usage. There's some interesting things like the lily pads are these green artist palette. You know, there's some saxophones in here that are vines and things. Yeah. They look a little funky with that light green color, but they do work. You know, that really the only thing I think for me that screams that it's friends inside, some of the curbing is like a pinkish color. Yeah, kind of like but unless you get out here and you're looking, you don't really see that.
Yeah, that color is really hidden in there.
And sometimes with the friend sets, like the cats or rabbits have like cartoony faces. The ducks maybe slightly, but really I think they'll blend into a regular Lego city okay.
Yeah, I think they'll be okay.
Now we do have a lot of other parts here. We've got the mini dolls. Did you enjoy the mini dolls?
Mini dolls. They're okay. It did make it feel more of a younger person set.
Yeah. Yeah, so you may notice they've got different hair here. We're going to give these to our niece, and we decided, well, we'll swap them out so it looks more like 6 different people instead of three sets of two people.
Yeah.
So anyways, but yeah, no, I think it looks good. I like the butterflies and that. I think it'll all fit well in the city. So one thing that's interesting is, well, I guess I'll ask you this. What did you think about the stability of the build? Is it sturdy? Is it modular? Can I take it apart?
It's not modular.
Okay.
Yeah.
We know this because she was almost done and I'm like, oh, is it modular? And I took this off. It didn't crumble, but
No.
it's not really meant to come off. Fortunately, it's all clear so you can see through it. This does open. I think you showed me that.
Yeah.
So you can get in there if needed.
Yeah.
But yeah, this dome part, if you pull it off, there's some parts that are not held by a ton of clutch. Like
Right.
these are held by one stud really, which if you don't move it, it's fine. But if you try to move it, you might have some issues. And I think that's some of the things I see or limitations are really, I think the designer tried to stick with the parts mostly that were in the two sets and limit the additional parts.
Yeah,
I think we
I think
needed
so.
like 130 other parts. Like here's a good example. You can see there's this brick that's got the Technic pins. Probably going to swap that out because I think it'll look weird because that's going to show in the city. But I think it's cool that he tried to use those parts.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. We can mock it a little bit as needed.
Yep.
Because that's the other thing I will tell people. We're going to put this in the city, and if you're looking to do that, I noticed that there's really just these two walkways here. There's not really access points on the back, and it's higher. Like we have it mills plated, but then it's a row higher than that as well. So, which is fine. But if you're going to try to match it up to a park, you need to have, steps going down or slants or something. So, that's just something to be aware of if you're thinking of adding this to your city. But I think it looks great.
Yeah.
I think it'll add a lot of color and, something different to the city.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Definitely.
anything else you want to add? Or would you, so I guess the only other question I'll ask, we looked this up. If you want to get the instructions, it was $8. And then two sets, these retail for $80 US each. And then the extra parts, you're looking at about $200 to get that. Would you say that this is worth that price, or would you not recommend it for people?
Oh, no, I'd say it's definitely worth it.
Okay.
I mean, I would definitely say that the build experience was very much in line with a modular that you would buy for the city.
So it's not something for a younger or more inexperienced builder?
No. No, I think that it could have been very difficult if you weren't already familiar with reading instructions and with how
parts.
pieces go together.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's going to do it for Tonya's build and review of the Brick Artisan, is it Botanical Garden
Yeah.
mock?
Yeah.
So we want to thank Brick Artisan, or Kim Plata, for this set.
Yeah, definitely.
She really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
and,
thank you.
We want to thank Santa for the gift. I don't know, was it Santa or were these I gave you? Anyways, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thanks for watching Jason's Bricks in 5, and we'll see you next time.
Happy building.